about.
Cruz, papelpop.com.
Anytime you're ready.
The what.com?
Papelpop.com. So many P's.
Yeah.
I thought I made you strong, but you're as pathetic as you ever were, little sister. This is my kingdom. Did you say something?
I gotta say this. What a pair of bitter, unhappy sisters you are.
I just think that's really rude.
Dare you?
I think that's really rude.
What a way to start this off.
I was very scared with you. Well, Charlize is worse than you, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy you made that differentiation.
Is it cool to be that bad? Really?
Yeah, it is fun.
It's fun, right?
It's really fun, yeah.
But that did scare you when you realized you could be that bad. Really?
When it comes to us so easily.
Yeah. When it comes so
Slightly
easily.
worrying. It's a bit scary.
I think anybody, if they had the opportunity to do what we get to do and not go to jail, would be actually like
Thrilled.
Yeah, they'd be.
Because it seems very fun, but also very scary when you realize that Jesus, can I be that bad?
I mean, it's also. I mean, you realize that we really are all made of the same flesh, and we can all sit in the luxury of an air-conditioned building and say, "I would never do that.
I would never
do that." And it is such a great part of our job to go and look at that. I would never do that, and really kind of put yourself in that place. It's a really, I find it the best part of my job.
And she can be that bad and unhappy, but those dresses, really, that was Fashion Week, that was Met Ball, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah, Met Ball on crack.
On ice.
Yeah, on ice. It was really
Was it fun to
yeah,
wear
it's
all
such
that?
a spectacle, and I think that playing a villain is fun, but playing a villain in a heightened reality and a fantasy world is even more fun because you are completely transported by the costumes and the hair and the makeup, and it all just becomes this spectacle that you get to kind of dance around in, and it's wonderful. And Colleen Atwood is one of the most exciting costume designers you could ever work with,
I hate the comparison with Elsa from Frozen.
Thank you.
Who's that girl like? How many dresses does she have?
Who, Frozen?
Yeah.
She only got a couple.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Does that make me Anna?
Does it make you what?
You're like the cute one who's kind of dorky.
Yeah. Am I Anna with
You're
the red
Anna.
braid?
Yeah.
And you're doing like child slavery.
Yeah.
You're freezing people, and she's singing, right?
Yeah.
She wants to build a snowman.
I know. No, I always knew there would be a lot of Frozen references as soon as I decided to have white hair in the movie.
God! Why? Why? They're in love.
I love that this mirror on the wall, this thing looks very fairy tale and very old, but still very contemporary, right? Because people are still looking at their phones, like front facing. Really, we're in Hollywood. Everyone's obsessed with youth and self-image. What do you think of that?
I think it's hard. I mean, either way you slice it, it's not healthy, but I think there's something in our human condition that, like, I can understand it. We live in a society that puts so much pressure, I think especially on women, and it isn't good, and it's easy to be of a younger age and talk so highly about all of this stuff. But I do think it is hard in not just this industry, but in society for women to age. And I think women feel a lot of pressure. But I do think there's a little bit more, there's more of a forgiveness. And when you look at what's really kind of allowed and thought of as
that's true.
Okay, I think men get away with a lot more than women do, don't you?
100%. Yeah.
Are you ready, Huntsman?
Aye.
I'm stronger than all of you.
Shall we find out?
The story before Snow White.
I'm headed straight for the castle. They wanna make me their queen. And there's an old man sitting on the throne there, saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean.